Yes, so this week we plan to speak about and reminisce or share with you all the journey, so to speak, from with our influences who influenced us, who mentored us, for make we do and be who we are today. So let's start off with Shams, like we might eat. A joke. Really and truly, everybody who's on pretty much know what we do already. Shams, producer, engineer, bass player. What else?
Artist management, but me not do that no more.
Right. Dubs, guitar player, producer. Yeah, I'm gonna leave it there. So although I mix and things for myself, but I wouldn't, I wouldn't classify myself as an engineer like Shams. I wouldn't put myself in that league there yet. When I think them, boss, I can't say that. But, professionally, Shams been doing that for the past 20-something years, 30 years maybe.
No, 30, not do me that.
No, lie. We're not so old.
90,
But,
93.
Roxy.
So, with a 3 years shorter, 30 years.
Shh.
Yeah.
But yeah, so Shams been doing his thing for that time, and I'm pretty much the same, Our background is basically, if you see Clarity say, this reminds him of Rampton days. We and Clarity, we spoke about this last week. We never talk about the bands?
No.
Oh, shit.
The first week we kind of mention it, but we never go in depth.
Oh, well, we're not going in depth because I want to go in depth when we find the recordings. And then we can talk about the band, the journey of the band and all of that.
And play the tune them.
Yeah. But, we and Clarity basically grew up and things. So we all been playing music together since we were 13, 14. Like, together, yeah. I mean, me and Shams play instrument and Clarity play instrument from way younger. But together and professionally from like the mid-90s, early 90s. Mm-hmm. Right, Genie, I take notes, watch it,
They kind of mentioned it the first week, yeah.
Yeah. Hey, Joe, what's cooking? So,
wait. Now, band thing we just have to mention to say, when we in a high school, cause we used to play a Meadowbrook, Clarity High School.
Oh shit, yeah. We used to play yeah.
Me, you, Try, and Deal.
Deal, for real.
And then when we played some of the prep school, I play them there.
That was, Meadowbrook prep players, the band played for that thing.
Oh yeah, Meadowbrook High graduation.
Yeah.
Memories, Mrs. Cook. No, Mrs. Cook. Miss Cook.
Miss Cook, yeah.
Good future.
So, yeah, so we've been knowing we know each other a long time and stuff, but everybody kind of,
A family.
Yes. Yes, you try to remember if him got it. Yup, drum rat, exactly. Ankun, all the way from Japan. Big up yourself, Ankun. We don't know. Big Japanese artist, voice magician JP. Or just join us. Big up yourself.
You need to link me have rhythms in where I deal it.
In the tech grass cat bass.
Oh, Ankun. Oh.
Yes. Scatterman.
You see, because I had a link there. I never talked to him.
Oh, yeah. It was.
I never remember the name or the agreement.
Yeah. So, see, remember. So, in continuing, so everybody kind of, take them own part, do them own shred. And we are all where we are now, doing what we're doing now. But along the way, we met, and we've had guidance and influences over the years. So, like how Shamsa eat, Keddy, we are going. So, like how Shamsa eat, let's start with me and guitars and, you know, well, y'all might know by now, we come from a family of musicians. So obviously my first guitar influences would be my two uncles, Danny and Dalton. So what's going on in New York? Them New York, kiddy. Sorry. So yeah, um, Danny and Dalton, you know, from the man's them, Danny Browne, Dalton Browne, Freddie McGregor, and play with for the past 40 years. So Danny Browne, everybody know Danny Browne from Bloodfire Posse days. That was where he was playing guitar mostly. You know, Uncle Danny used to actually be in Sagittarius with Derek.
With Derek, yep.
Right. But me never aware of him them time. Me aware of him when we go watch them rehearsing in them living room. And me and Shams go on them studio session. Scatter Bloodfire Posse, him know the thing.
Mm-hmm.
So we go through we watch them rehearse at the time, and at the time I was playing drums.
Yep.
So I never really pay attention to the guitar man them. But eventually when I started playing guitars, you know, I start learn how them play, you know, and if you ever listen to Bloodfire Posse thing, then Danny have a distinct sound.
Very distinct sound.
Yeah, and funny enough, a Dalton sound him have, but him have it in his own way.
Yeah, because Dalton, when you hear Penthouse tune there, sound like Danny, but a Dalton play it.
Which one? Tempo, right.
Version of tempo rhythm.
Right. You know, so all the musicians, Ariane as a drummer. She can tell I did. No, Ariane as a drummer? Yeah. What the guitarist's name again? Andrea. Right. All that. So, yeah, where was I? At the keyboard guitar too, my mind go. Oh, because Trapper John used to play that. The guitar. Yeah, Trapper John used to have that something there. But anyway, so started with Danny and Dalton with the influences that sound there. Although I not sound like them, me not get a pretty guitar sound. Them have that lock. Them have a certain thing when them tune them guitar, but
the reason you don't have it is because Daddy fight it out.
Well, me don't want to say that.
Chorus and the pretty card them.
Me don't know, but me does not have that something there. And in continuing on now, playing further along, you know, people like me start listening to Bob Marley. Also because my father did play in a Ziggy Marley band. So I used to listen a lot of Bob Marley stuff, and so guitar-wise, obviously, Al Anderson and Junior Marvin, two of the baddest guitarists them in a reggae music, I think. You know, approach and you know, Shamsi didn't know, so them are not Jamaican, right? Well, Al Anderson not Jamaican.
No, I never know that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm American.
Yeah.
Because I an interview recently. And I think that talk to him and I said, oh, this guy sounds so American.
Yeah, man, I'm American. Man. So, yeah, I used to listen to, like, in particular, there's an album. Tell me who know the album here. Babylon by Bus. My favorite, whatever. My favorite Bob Marley album. Man's them play some guitar upon that, and the second favorite would be Live.
It's Live. So it's
the one named Live. Eh?
It's a live album, so it's
right.
Like the record.
Right. So
different inspiration.
Yeah, it's a vibe. So yeah, that's where my early inspiration come from, and then you know when Daddy see me in my teens and him say me really serious about guitar, or he thought that I should be a better musician. Him say, you know, say for do some lesson, because up until that point, I was self-taught. I am still pretty much self-taught. But, you know, him hook up lessons with Maurice Garden now, bad jazz guitarist from Jamaica, lived in Canada, come back to Jamaica, gone back to Canada. But Sir G now, Mr. Garden taught me how to practice, and him show me things that I never know. Like the modes and them, something that I never know. Until, you know, I did those lessons in 96. I was 19, actually. So, oh, you know Mr. G too?
She went to Ed9 or so.
Oh, I never know that. I think a foreign girl.
No, man.
So,
Why not Jamaica?
yeah, Mr. G teach me, you know, modes and how to approach practicing and certain things. And that was a short, maybe a month worth of lessons, in all honesty. Because I never do it long. And from there, so, you know, just go and learn and come up. I not talk about no more influences. Who else influenced me? So since then, I listen to like Hendrix and certain rap guys. If you listen to my earlier records, you can tell the influence of rock in my songs, in my compositions and stuff. Since then, I've matured, and I'm not leg of that, but it kind of come full circle. So you know when to do what and all of these things. So that's me for now. Shams?
You know, me just take up instrument and play instrument, you know. Some things. Well, clearly, I play bass. And I guess everybody know who are the bass in the family, which is my father, our father, the greybeard elder Glen Browne. That really influenced me playing bass because he gave me one guitar and I wasn't having it. Remember he gave me bass guitar?
Yeah, man, I remember the little acoustic guitar, man.
Yeah, man. Give me the bass guitar and the acoustic guitar, and I
Hold
never
on,
have it.
let me come there.
On the acoustic guitar. You know, and nobody come tell me about playing on guitar at the time. Not realizing at that young age that obviously to be a better bass player, you need to know some chorded instrument, either keyboards or guitar, so you get the function of chord structure and all of that. As a bassman, it make your line them sweeter and more melodic when you can do that. But at the time, me just never interested. It's like me, I say no, me want to play bass. Me no want no card business. Me not interested. And then, like Dubs, my outside of daddy, outside of family now, my bass influence really came from Family Man. Because I see Bob Marley CD them and things me used to listen to. And Family Man to me is like awesome. You know, and even when, even to that day, me not really listen to other bass players. And you know, most musicians were got Edna Manley and, you know, learning musician, aspiring musicians, them listen to a lot of gospel music and them something. I don't really listen to something. I listen one and two jazz. I never like jazz, none at all. I still not like jazz. I like contemporary jazz. I like pop jazz. I not like the serious jazz something. And I guess that is why I'm not really as versed as I should be, but I just me that me never interested in being that kind of musician, that jazz bass player that can me hate not that me hate Stanley Clarke the person, me hate Stanley Clarke bass sound. Jacob Astorius has many bass players rate him or whatever. I'm like, him bad, him can play wicked. But I just mind something that me just not interested in that something there. Give me some Family Man bass line, some Channel One, some reggae rockers type of bass line, that them something that me love and want to hear. Me don't want to hear number blah, 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 blah. Me not interested.
I mean, like in my earlier days, me never into George Benson, and me know say enough guitarists would have been like, yo, you know, in a George Benson, a guitar you play. Me never like him sound, him style, him nothing. Till me in my 30s actually. At that time, I appreciate Benson and how him play and what he know. But yeah.
Why? Moving forward now to moving from a bass player to, well, me mention it not the first week, but the second week. My influence as a producer is Danny, Uncle Danny.
Right. Right.
Outside of him, me rate Timbaland, and at the time, who me I listen to now? I listen to Timbaland and Diddy, P Diddy. Even though P Diddy now is more of a producer than a musician, whereas Timbaland, Billy Beat, and Diddy not do that. But production-wise and pop music-wise, at the time, Diddy, Timbaland coming up as my influence as producers, and my main influence for being a mixing engineer, my mentor, and me learn enough from him is Stephen Stanley.
Stephen, me figure.
I used to do a bag of sessions with him. A bag of sessions, and me learn a whole heap. You know, and Stephen is a man where in chat enough, like in the man in the ramp to stop the session till like 2 hours and just talk.
Yep.
But I learn enough things from Stephen Stanley. So as an engineer, him really, I mean, vibes wise, I did Bulby York.
Oh, Bulby used to come up the studio? For real?
Yeah, man. And then some meet Bulby. Bulby mix. Remember Loving There. My other one there, my thing.
Yeah.
Nobody gonna mix with my ding-a-ling. Bulby mixed it up on Main Street.
Okay.
I think that was the first time I meet Bulby, because you hear about Bulby. So yeah, as engineer, Stephen Stanley at the top of the list then Bulby. Yeah. And other sort of things set up influences in the business.
As you mentioned. What?
Sorry. Unan was Stephen, you can go Google him, because Stephen Stanley worked with Sly Robbie. He mixed Grace Jones thing that he used to mix and produce for Tam Tam Club, which is the Genius of Love track, which Mariah Carey did do, the fantasy tune with Old DB. So Stephen Stanley is not just a name or a fly upon the wall. Stephen Stanley is a pillar. The whole of Fatties thing them, sizzling them with Fatties. He mix all of them down as Mr. Flying Rabbit stuff.
He mixed Taxi.
He mix some Taxi.
The original Taxi. The original Taxi rhythm.
Taxi rhythm, yeah. I think I'm the mix. Well, I can say Patra, but clearly. And some of Grace Jones thing them were thing they used to do.
Yeah, because Steve used to be in Barbados with them.
Right.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Not Barbados, Bahamas. But the student name, forget what the student name. But yeah.
So Steve na me dupes. And you know, so Stephen born July too.
Yeah, same day like we, right?
July. Yep.
Yeah. Just a couple of years older.
Yep.
Couple of years older. When you say Bulby and Main Street and Steve and thing, I remember them days when you start work on Main Street, we did still live together as youths. Pre-20s. Hold on there. 17, 96, 89. Yeah, 20s. So, remember I used to come home late. Remember one particular producer used to book some late session. Tell us what it was like working with the great specialists.
You know, so when you said that I Imran class with mine.
So now in me talk about, man, what can I do to learn producing better? We soon tell you that.
Just pin that question there so we can go back to it. Hey, specialist man, the great specialist where they produce Shabba and Cabra and them and there. All me can say is specialist session them was fun.
Yeah.
Because I just bear vibes. I know them time that money I run, so specialist is a book a bag of time and just have a whole heap of work. Him personally not even sitting on the session them that long either.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, man. But
Metal,
him did
there's...
I can remember them time that him and Banky apart, so Banky did
Oh,
pay them.
yes. Metal, Desiree the other day about one night. I don't remember who he was working with late, but there was some kind of unrest in the area. And you go over the metal, how we used to jump the gate, basically. We used to jump that the
Oh,
gate to go in and out.
and then
And the
I
night
think
there.
that them there were.
Uncle Danny?
Well, me no remember, but me remember
Me never did
because
it.
the artist them that was there at the time. Probably
Yeah,
somebody was done it with.
yeah.
Yeah, that was an interesting night. Me have the I be the jump gate. And me jump the gate and go in at the house. And me I jump the gate to come out of the house. Me tell you say me have weed for me.
No,
Remember
no.
bag of weed in my pocket. And me I come back out of the house now and I might say, Sham, don't jump the gate, go. And alright, let me explain. For those who wouldn't understand my dilemma. You see where Daddy house is? Garrison there right behind Daddy house. Right?
Right.
So it come on there right there so you can jump Daddy back wall and in a
And they're
common with
right
that
in a
one
common. Yeah.
right.
And some
And
vibes there go on, so only for things.
you start, yeah, man, I run from them.
But you
So
not tell
long
the
story
story.
short, yeah, may I get back to it now? Can I
Oh,
explain the dilemma?
okay.
So me I come out now, me I say, yo, nobody jump the fence. Nobody jump up the gate. And as me walk out of the gates and reach halfway in the road, one soldier having M60. Oh, you good?
Shams. You,
May I
you
get so
break up.
long now?
Go, go
I
on
hear you.
again. M16.
Yeah, may I come out. May I come out. May I come out of the gate and I say, oh, don't jump the gate, Shams. So I open the gate and walk out. By the time I reach on the middle of the road now, a soldier, they up at the top of the road with the M16 stay. So I say, oh boy, come here, come here. And I say, oh, what is that? So I take my time and walk, go. Now put up your hand in the ear, sir. Hand up in the ear, and I take my time walk, go. Man say, hurry up and come, run. And I say, oh, run? You know run go towards me. And by the time me reach up to him now, him have the gun see me, I wanna know I start pat me down, don't have a big pack, my way. And somehow as him and reach so the beeper and feel as him touch to me, say, my beeper will be here. Oh, me never tell you that.
Hold
On
on.
my way to the soldier brother. As me come out of the house, me actually have the bag of weed in my hand. Me I say, everything never did it. So now walk, go up to him now, me just drop it, and you never see it.
Oh, yeah, you did tell me that.
Yeah, by the time we reach up at the top of the road, him search me, look about 5, 6 of them there, go down the flank. Like that.
No, my dog. Me no dog next day. Apparently service poor in the bedroom.
So that was my dilemma. Because I feel like say if me jump that fence there, jump the gate and go out the door, that would have been it. It would have been
Why,
a
it would
wrap.
have rough. It would have been a different night.
It would have been a totally different night. And then you would have hear how shots were fired and exchanged.
And a .38 revolver was recovered.
You know, so that did happen one night, right? You remember that night when that did happen?